Yeah, we did almost pick the Joe Olson versus Justin game, but I feel like it would have been another game for Joe, and I think it was the same side we already saw him on. Um, so we'll definitely get Justin Desai in on one of these games. They just put pairings, so um, you're fine. You're fine. So we're gonna have Matt Sperling playing Old Allies versus Brian Fred playing. Is that Entanglements? No. Set your course? Yeah, set your course. So yeah, B Fred playing Set Your Course against Old Allies. We had this game already. This was the Kevin Shannon versus Kyle Kruger matchup, wasn't it? We'll see. We'll see how different of a game this is. B Fred does have his entire deck in the Reflections floor sleeves. He made a lot of trades for those. I traded him one of my slips from Reflections 4, the Darth Vader Emperor's Enforcer one, because he gave me like ridiculous value for it. So yeah, Justin, we did see this earlier. I think this was the Kyle Kruger versus Kevin Shannon matchup. I didn't know that this was going to be the same decks, um, but we figured this was a good one. 2-1s. One of the players, whoever wins this game, will be sitting pretty good at 3-1. The other player will be at 2-2, and facing an uphill battle. So we we like this opportunity, and so we'll definitely we're going to spend our time mostly on top tables because those are the best games usually. So we got Brian Fred playing Combat Response, the Grabber, and Coat Drive Yards, I believe. He has a lot of signed cards, so sometimes his cards are kind of hard to see. Thanks, Justin. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this matchup goes differently than the Kyle Kruger versus Kevin Shannon matchup. Brian Fred leads off with the Watch Your Back. Matt Sperling counters with the Leadership. And B Fred grabs the leadership on the free grabber, the something special planned for them. So it's always a good thing about starting a grabber is you can grab first action interrupts. It doesn't increase the cost to play them, but it does take them out of the deck, which is what you want. So, um, yes, I didn't say that though. I muted myself. Whichever one you want. All right, Dan is on his way back. I don't know where he was, but he was doing something very important, I'm sure. So Brian got the Slave One with the Watch Your Back combo. I don't know what that card. Oh, that was his. Okay, that's his used pile. Got it. Well, that's good, Jared. Be good to make them less scarce and therefore more affordable for those sleeves. All right, Brian pulls the War Room with the objective.
Why isn't B Fred capitalized?
Ah, he didn't deserve it.
Oh, wow.
All right, you're muted still. All right, now you should be back on. I think. Can you test it? Can you test your mic? Can you say something?
No, I don't have a mute thing on mine.
No, I was just. You still want it muted?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
So we got what?
It's the same matchup as
Oh,
we
God.
had. Same matchup as we had earlier with Kyle Kruger and Kevin Shannon. It's OA.
OA versus Set Your Course with tractor beams and a homing beacon.
No, it's the wrong. Yeah, you have the wrong. Brian Fred doesn't have that, does he?
Oh.
Matt Sperling is playing Set Your Course with the tracking beams. Or whatever,
Yeah.
But yeah, he's playing light side this time.
Oh, man.
So. All right, so Matt's going to take his first turn here. Said when what Kevin Shannon did in this matchup in his first turn is load up the Falcon, and he kept it on the ground for that first turn, and kind of
I think,
waited till he had
yeah, I
the
think
other
that's the
ship.
the right match.
So yeah, that's how Kevin played it, and he was able to come out on top. Also, yeah, I mean, I was talking to Kyle Kruger a few minutes ago, and he was there was a few misplays that he definitely pointed out to himself. So the command is one he highlighted. Played command at the wrong time, which that's a big deal. Looks like Brian Fred has a U3PO in hand. He's got a couple ships, double back.
Apparently, I'm an uncle again.
Oh, congrats, dude! Congratulations. Dan has another niece or
Niece.
niece,
I feel so old now.
right? Uncle Tortellini.
So Matt's just taking his time. It looks like. I mean, I like that. I don't like the fact that a rebel leadership is grabbed, though.
Yeah, he started the grabber, so
Yeah.
it's the free grabber, but it's still grabbed.
Yeah.
He goes with Solo
Solo and then
and or no,
Calrissian.
is that Solo? It's definitely Calrissian, but I can't tell who the other character
Yeah,
is.
because yeah, that's Solo because it only says one. There's only one word. Chewie is the only other alien resistance character.
Okay, yeah, I'll take your word for it. So yeah, Solo and Calrissian, and he hasn't used his ray pull yet,
Mm-mm.
so maybe he's gonna do that too. I don't know.
The only problem I have with this is the Falcon's not on the 7 side.
Well, you can flip it in your move phase.
Yeah,
So
I mean, yeah.
I think that's when you have to do it. Actually, okay. So he doesn't play ray this turn. Maybe he realized he activated both copies or something.
Is that the boss Nash chamber? That's interesting. I noticed like Matt seems to play not your typical decks, obviously.
He's still, yeah. I mean, he's coming from a perspective of really just rejoining the meta and how the game works. So, but he's also been practicing and teaming up with Justin Desai. So I know he's
Hmm.
been getting some good tech.
And
So,
your buddy Jack Tech.
yep. And Justin Mishira, they're kind of working together on this tournament. It seems like playing similar decks. But like you say, I mean, Matt's playing to set your course with tractor beams and stuff, which I don't think Justin Desai is playing, or Justin Miyashiro are playing. So I think he's also run into Diplo decks, which is really good for that kind of a build. If you're, yeah, it's a good point, Chris. Waiting for the use pile pull for when there's something more desirable. Plus,
Man,
it's a once per game, so you can choose when you want to do it.
what the use powerful with Ray?
Yeah.
That's not once per game.
No, the pull from the site, the raising cannon
Oh
site.
yeah, yeah.
That's a once
That
per game
part
pull.
is
Yeah, that's what
definitely.
I meant.
Oh, that's such a cute picture of you, Jerry.
We look adorable, don't we?
And Bill and Kyle. Man, Batman says no pictures of me yet. I feel
Yeah.
slighted. And I
Trying.
even wore his shirt from yesterday.
Yeah. We gotta get you to wear that on stream at some
No,
point.
that's not
There's a
gonna
Bat
happen.
Mouse. Bat Mouse won our fantasy football league, and Dan was last place, so he had to do a punishment.
Hmm.
And there's a Bat Mouse shirt. It's like a Batman logo with mouse ears on it. So it's pretty great. So B Fred goes with Vader on the tie to the Jakku system, pretty standard. Um, and then also Forlom to the docking bay. So yeah, Justin Branch, we had the same thing happen with the Kevin Shannon game earlier. He kept the Falcon on the ground for the first turn, and I think he kind of waited till he had a better space hand. He pulled the resistance
Now is that
ship.
virtual Vader or
That one, yeah, I guess we don't. I didn't see it for sure. I would The Kyle Kruger played the non-virtual to
Mm-hmm.
add one to each of your destinies. We'll see if B Fred is playing the virtual one or not. I mean, also the Falcon can be shot down by the Baron cannons and stuff in that first
I
turn.
mean,
So
it's once you're on the 7 side though, it's kind of hard.
right, but that's why I'm thinking someone was asking uh, unusual to keep the Falcon on the ground that first
Yeah,
turn. But that might be kind of what you're worried about potentially is the getting it shot down first turn with the Baron, Saber One, Cannon.
yeah. Bufred's in a really good spot. He's got the Slave 1 in his hand. He's got a bunch of red cards. Haven't seen the Maul yet.
I think that's his
Yeah,
reserve deck.
U3PO.
Oh no, that's right. It is. He just has a very large amount of cards
Yeah.
in hand. So there's the Leia's resistance transport thing or whatever it's called,
Okay, so I mean that's a good card to get out because now,
and he
okay,
gets
there's the
Ray
Ray,
with that.
and now he can, if he gets the second sight out, he can actually flip.
Yep, he can get the 2/2 side out potentially.
My only problem is like, yeah, he doesn't have this, he doesn't have his sight out. I see Bowman Kit is in the lost pile. Or no, that's not Bowman, is it?
I can't tell what that last pile
No,
card
that's
is.
Bowman. Yeah, I recognize the image.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. So he gets Satura and Holdo and Ray on the boat.
Oof, that's a lot.
Is he gonna flip the Falcon and fly up? Looks like he is. So maybe he
Wow.
wasn't able to flip. Maybe the sight was activated, or
Yeah, and now I'm putting Satora and Ray on the Falcon. Then you threaten the Holdo bomb.
potentially, yeah. I don't know. He looks like he's keeping everybody where they are,
Yeah.
but maybe he can set that up for later. All right, so B Fred's response to this space pressure. Yeah, isn't another? Oh, he does have Kashyyyk out as well. Okay, I wasn't sure if he had gotten his other system
Well,
out.
and right now Matt is threatening 3 Destiny. I mean, the tie's going to cancel either Solo or Satora's game text.
Right, so that'll take it down to two.
Yeah. I'm
It's
assuming
gonna get Boba Fett
it
out.
looks like Matt saved enough to pay for another Rebel leadership.
Well, that's the free grabber, so it doesn't increase the cost.
Okay. Well,
But it still
yeah.
just gets grabbed. But like, yeah, it's not the defensive shield grabber. It's
But
the
now
something
B.
special kind
Fred
of
is
thing.
threatening 2 Destiny.
Yeah, if it's Boba
But
Fett and the slave one
hmm
to Jakku, which I'm guessing that's what's going on. Combat response for that.
you gotta love that B. Fred has like enough of those sleeves
Yeah, he
to
got
have to
he,
make
he
two
he
decks.
definitely did. He got crazy on him. The reflections for.
And people just mostly gave them to him.
Yeah, I mean, I traded him a couple of mine because we were making a trade for one of my slips that he wanted. So be nice to have a set of them for defensive shields. I think that would be all about. I would be willing to wrangle up because people don't want to trade them.
Mm-mm.
I mean, obviously some people do because Beefred has his decks done out that way, but
Yeah. I mean, I've got one for my starting effects.
yeah, that's
And that's
that's
enough.
that's about what I have because I think I got 3 or 4 of them and gave a couple of them to Beefred.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, it really doesn't make sense for B. Fred to try and fight. here.
I think that's what his deck is supposed to do, though. Like, I mean, if you're not, if you're running away in space, yeah, because then you're just going to be staring each other at drains of 2, and then once he flips, he can reduce your drain of 2.
Mm.
So maybe he's going to have to figure this out.
But again,
Maybe
we
he's
don't
got
know.
some tricks.
I don't know, like if Matt is playing a way that flips. I mean, it would make
I
sense
suppose.
because right now he's got the Boston Ash Chamber out. He's got Race Hut and he's got the starting site. So, okay, there's
Right.
looks like the Tarkin onto the Slave One as well.
So
So
that's
that would
a
be a third
third
destiny
destiny.
for B Fred.
Yeah, and Sperling doesn't have the sand card out. You say he could have a leadership, but he's already lost one to a grabber, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Beef Red's definitely planning to battle here. Nope, he's drawn. I'm not sure if I like that play
Mm-mm.
of deploying stuff and then not even battling,
Yeah.
but
Is that an? You know, I can't tell what half of B Fred's stuff is because
they're
most
all
of they're
autographed,
all
yeah.
signed.
all right. Interesting play by Brian to
Yeah.
deploy in front with a lot of stuff and then not battle. But maybe he wasn't confident in how it would go out. But
Looks like there's a Dengar and punishing one out in his hand too.
okay, that's
I
probably
mean,
in there
that's.
for like the watch your step matchup.
I mean, even for,
I
even
mean,
not
it's
the.
good.
Yeah, it's good against the. If somebody's running home one, it's good against this.
And I'll fix it for you guys.
No, leave it that way.
They were starting to set up, so I didn't think I had as much time as I did.
I'm sorry, I had to run upstairs.
We had a really good theory about the fire alarm.
Oh.
So our theory is that Brian Hunter came in and pulled the fire alarm just to ruin all of our fun.
Well, I mean,
So,
if you saw on Slack,
do with
Casey
that
said
what you
that
will.
during the fire alarm, Brian Hunter didn't make it due to the fire alarm,
Okay.
so he had to be dropped from the tournament.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I think I saw that on there. There's the site for OA.
Okay, so now
got
Leia's
Leia.
coming down, and it's that Leia.
We're seeing a lot of her today.
Yeah. So now what Matt can do is leave her there, go somewhere else in space, and now get cards back,
Yep. if he
canceling the
drains.
drains.
He's also going. Yeah,
And
he's going
there's
to flip.
Beaumont.
Yeah, he's going to flip and then consolidate. I
Yep.
imagine. Just wonder how comfortable he is with his space setup. He's put another card out.
Poe.
Is that Poe?
Yep. It's an AI foil Poe.
Okay, so now he's got 4 destinies. Is that
Yeah.
Because we've got Solo, Satura, and Poe and ability.
Yep.
Okay.
4-3 right now. Padme.
Cancels Vader's text.
Yeah.
That sucks. That sucks for Beef Red.
Well, I mean the tie cancels the game text.
Okay.
So-
but still, he doesn't add to piloting, and he doesn't have.
Yeah,
the
he doesn't either
to
subtract or add one.
Whichever one that he's playing,
Mm-hmm.
and the immunity and stuff. So
I mean, now that Matt is flipped, he can subtract 2 from a destiny. Both his ships are immune less than 4.
yep.
So you got to think B Fred has a spin in his hand. That's true. The tie could cancel Padme's, but at the same time, then you allow Solo. You allow,
Yeah, it puts you in a tough spot.
yeah, you allow so much to go through. So, I mean, you're allowing 4 destiny to be drawn to your opponent's 3.
Do or do not shield, I think. I think there's 3 spins in reserve deck, or the watch your back short range fighter. So maybe Beefred doesn't have one. Maybe that's why he didn't
That's not
battle
good.
into it last turn. So he stacked
Up.
the
Yep.
leadership.
We saw the battle.
So he's going to sense it.
Sense. Draws enough to cancel it.
So Beefred loses the sense in 2, but
Yep.
does cancel the leadership.
And the leadership went stacked. So Beefred is still getting the 3 destiny. Okay, that was Matt's action.
I think they're just going to be drawing destinies here.
Yep. So we got a 5, and the total battle destiny is going to be +1 for Matt. 5, a 1. Jedi Lev coming out. Jedi Lev does come out.
He's going to grab that with his regular grabber.
Yeah. 5. Oof, this is going to be bad.
That's a 3.
3.
It's a hit. I don't know what he's doing with that card.
Oh, there's a close call.
Okay.
And he subtract, so...
Oh, he's going to play
And
the...
yep, he plays the...
Cancel the
Yep.
close call.
And a 5, so 3 5s and a 3.
So 18.
Yeah,
attrition.
19.
19 with Ray.
Because Ray.
So 19 attrition is going to clear out a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Vader's 7
And
or 8.
that's
Vader might be
a
8, and then Tarkin is like 6.
5 and a 2, I believe.
2 and a 5, and
Another 5, so 12.
12.
So that's Padme and Calrissian.
We can subtract 2, right, with OA.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
was there an error in the crawl, too?
Apparently. I did rush and make this yesterday.
Follow, visit is instead of us. Just right, yeah, just change that. Yeah, Fred's
Yeah.
going to have to lose his ass at the system. So apparently OA does well against this Set Your Course deck, at least in the 2 decks that we've seen.
Yeah.
I guess they thought they could fight OA in space. Seems to have been the
And
thought.
that's just 2 ships.
With 8 characters on
Yeah.
or whatever, but
It's a good deck. It's a solid deck. It doesn't have many bad matchups. I think that B-Fred was just put in a really bad spot there.
yeah, it's good against Watch Your Step.
I
It's good
don't.
against mains decks because
Yeah.
it can drain and start pinging with Imperial Artillery.
Okay, so there goes. So all that's left there is is Boba Fett, and I don't know who Matt lost.
He lost.
Let me go. I'll go check.
It was Padme and like one other character.
Calrissian and Padme.
Okay, so it's Lando and Padme that he lost.
It's like a genius call.
And B-Fred's gonna get his Vader back with Sith Fury.
Is he exchanging a
He exchanged
Sith for a Sith?
Yeah.
No idea what Joe's playing for Dark Side.
Yeah, his sense did go through, Justin.
Nope, there goes another Vader's tie. And it's +1.
Yep, you gotta
Now,
enforce
B-Fred
this.
is not happy right now.
And there's the Dengar, so all immunity to attrition
Okay.
is canceled there, or whatever. No, maybe he's gonna revert. He's gonna revert. He's gonna flash the Saber one
Hmm.
and get Baron.
Maybe he's got the gun in his
I'm
hand.
pretty sure he's had the gun in his hand like the whole game.
I mean, the Falcon is defense value
Like
8
it's
right
like
now.
8 or 9.
Well, it's 8
I
because it's
guess. Oh
solo,
yeah,
but
Calrissian is
Calrissian
gone.
has 1.
He's gone
So,
though. He died.
oh, he's probably one of the few decks I actually know,
Yeah, I haven't played it much, so
like OA and WAP, and then usually for Dark Side it's like CCT and ISB. How about this? Mike Kessling after Game 3 is currently in first.
there you go. Way to go, Mike. Yeah, I had a. I was looking at his meta. Who was he playing in this game? I was thinking about putting him on the stream, but we went with B
I
Fred.
don't know, but there were so many good matches, like
Yeah, this
Olsen
is where.
versus Desai,
Yeah,
Kessling versus Charlie,
yeah, that was the one. Kessling
Drew
versus
versus
Charlie.
Hayes, B. Fred versus Sperling, Justin Miyashiro versus Kyle Kruger,
Yeah, we already had Kyle on, so I didn't
yeah,
want that one.
Jan versus Walseth. That would have been a fun one. Uh, Lenny Rubin versus Matt Lutz.
Yeah, that would have been good. CRG versus Lenny.
Lee Edwards versus Paul Coggins.
And then you're starting to get into the 1 and 2s.
Yeah.
But give us Walseth. All right, we'll see what we can do.
Clay Atkin versus Kevin Shannon.
We
That
already
would've
had
been a fun
Kevin
one.
though, so we're trying not to overlap too much.
Yeah.
I don't like to have these guys be on, more than we'll get them twice, but that's
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, there's some weird reverts happening right now.
And I'm noticing this, like, so right now, Brian Fred is in 12th place. Matt Sperling is in 24th. Or no, 23rd. So there's a lot of
This
like.
is a big game because they're both 2 and 1 though.
Huh?
Pretty sure they're both 2 and 1, aren't they?
Yeah, they're both 2 and 1.
So whoever wins goes to 3 and 1. Whoever loses goes
Yeah.
to 2 and 2. So it's a pretty big swing this game.
Like right now, there's 6 people undefeated.
All right, so he goes with Saber 1 and Baron to the Jakku system after all the reverts that we saw. They clicked the wrong revert part, so V's just walked out of the game room looking pretty pissed off. So I don't think he won. All right, we'll see if Brian has the cannons, but like, it's gonna be hard for him to shoot that Falcon. I haven't heard anything about what Walzeth is playing, but I don't think it's asteroids.
he's playing Y4 Ops.
Okay, so maybe he is playing asteroids. I don't know. Is that an asteroid deck?
Yeah, he's playing Y4 Ops right now. For light side.
V's.
As for dark side, I'm not
JP
100% sure.
VZ.
Huh?
I was answering a chat question. Did you win, Jan? All right, Jan's
What
2
did
and
Mark?
2.
What did Walseth play?
Star Wars cards?
Star Wars cards. All right. All right. So we've got Vader on the ship, Baron on the ship, and Boba Fett on the ship still. Is he going to battle into that, or no? He's just going to run.
No, he's moving.
He's going to run away.
I don't know. I don't think it's smart to run away.
Nope, looks like he's staying. You're right. Drawing. I guess he just thinks he can't afford to lose this system. This
No.
is where the entire game rests, apparently. But now he's just losing drains of 2 and not doing any damage himself. So
It might actually be a drain of 3. I don't know how many cards Matt has in his lost pile though.
oh right, yeah, I'm not used to that guy. I also thought it was like sort of against the rules to look at the cards in your lost pile. So like, how do you flip them over?
flip
and you
them over
count
and
it?
you count.
Okay. Because you have to play keep your eyes open non-V to glance at the cards in your lost pile, right?
Yeah, and that's why you can't play it in Watch Your Step.
Right. Yeah, we are playing Star
Quite
Wars
a few
cards.
games of Star Wars today.
Star
I think we
Wars
got
cards.
4 more games after this. 2 more rounds. Like, I'll tell you what, Jerry got me a Red Bull, and I feel so much more awake right now.
You are pepped up.
Like, whew.
Yeah. These are long, strenuous events, even for those who don't play, because we have all
Right?
sorts of stress to deal with about all this equipment. And there's a fin going on one of the ships.
I wonder if Matt's playing the Destiny Plus 2 card.
I don't know what card
Because
that
that
is.
would be stupid right now.
Yeah, okay, maybe. I don't think he
'Cause-
really needs it.
Well, if he does, that's insane. I think Matt's regretting losing the Padme, though, at this point.
Potentially. I mean, like someone in chat was saying, the Vader's tie was specifically made to get around Padme, but Dan got his wings.
Uh, shouldn't you be at a wedding right now, Matt Thornton? Shouldn't be paying attention to us. You should be at a wedding.
I'm sure it's not that long of a wedding. We've been on live for like 4 hours, and he's been on there for
I know.
the whole time.
Recognizing some people that are in the chat right now.
Oh, another leadership gets stacked. Wow, he had
Oof.
3.
Go down to 1.
Is he going to sense it again? Nope. Doesn't look like it.
That's not good.
So limits his...
B-Fred is just running into
limits his
a...
destiny. He would have had 3 destinies because of Baron and Boba Fett and ability.
yeah.
So
There's a destiny of 5.
Blue 11, I don't know what that one is.
And that's a 4 for the last one.
Punch it is a 4.
I want to say Blue 11 is a 4 or a 3.
I was thinking 3 myself.
Destiny 4.
He's going to spin
Boom.
and draw an Emperor at least, so that will get him a pretty decent total.
13.
Does he have a maneuver 7 ship?
Well, no, it's +1 because of Baron. And Baron is Saber 1.
You can't add to the substituted destiny because it's
No,
it's a reason. You can add to the other one.
No, its total was +1.
It was total. Okay.
Yeah, so it's 6 from the spin, 6 from the Emperor, so 13 total.
Okay.
I know my Star Wars cards sometimes.
Hey, what's up, Brigham? Good to see ya. How's it going, Dorsch? What's your record? 2-2. All right.
Yep.
You know, stay with it. There's a lot of games left.
There are so many games left. Bring him before me. Who's that? I feel like I should know that.
Forget his real name, but he's been around for a long time.
I know.
So
We're like
many
all
names.
old people.
He drew before SRFing. I'm sure, something like that should be resolved in a fashion.
Yeah, this is B. Fred.
Pierre.
Oh, Pierre.
It's Pierre.
Everyone knows Pierre. I mean, but B. Fred's still losing.
He's gonna lose his a lot of cards in space.
I mean, Matt's gonna lose at most 2 characters, 2 maybe 3 characters. B. Fred's losing. Same.
It's like GIMP, but in real life. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Except for the cards don't light up when you.
Apparently, to Joe Olsen, they do. Like, didn't
No,
he
was
say that?
No, he was saying the opposite of that.
Oh,
That
well, maybe
he
he
had some
should
sort of
maybe,
weird vision thing.
Well,
can't
he
remember what
lives in
said.
Washington. He's in Colorado. Why doesn't he go to one of those places where you can get some good stuff, and then they'll light up for him?
Fred should concede. Yeah, it looks pretty bad for him.
Yeah.
He's the Set Your Course deck doesn't seem to have a good matchup against OA just stacking everything in space.
But I mean, that's the other thing. Is like it's you're stacking so much. I don't. At least put like Maul to the Death Star docking bay.
You can't force drain there.
You
but
can't
at least-
force drain there,
so-
but I mean, your opponent's not going to go there at all.
Yeah,
And then
maybe you couldn't find
you
him.
surgically go down with like Lord Sidious, Mara Jade with lightsaber, Asajj Ventress, Darth Tyrannus.
There it is. Handshake.
Okay. You want to go? I'll grab Matt. And you want to interview him?
Sure.
Okay. So go ahead and mute me, and then. My headphones don't have a mute button on them. Only one downside on those.
Okay. Justin Desai beat Joe Olson, so I'm guessing he's 4-0. Undefeated's left. Justin Desai definitely is undefeated and still left. I think Kessling is still undefeated and still through 4 games. We'll definitely get everybody sort of an update now that we're at a good halfway point after this game. So stay tuned. I'm sure they're posting all this stuff to the forums and stuff too. So we'll go from there. So hope everybody's enjoying the coverage so far. We're definitely super excited to be back doing live Star Wars card tournament streaming from Denver, Colorado at the 2021 National Championship. So yeah, we just watched Matt Sperling light side beat Brian Fred, so now that's a 3-0. All right, here comes Matt. All right, so can I have you slip this on?
Yes, you may.
So Matt, you just played your first streamed game at a Star Wars tournament. How did that feel?
Oh, it's fun, man. The first tournament, having a blast, and yeah, first feature match. Like, felt some nerves up there, no question, and things broke my way. So yeah, feeling good.
Yeah, was that a matchup that you had sort of played before? You kind of knew what your game plan was to kind of stack that system? Or?
Yeah, it's sort of fortunate in the sense that I'm playing Set Your Course for Alderaan as my dark side deck.
Okay.
That always gives you a little bit more comfort level of. I mean, you kind of know the game.
Because you know
plans.
what the weaknesses are, so to speak.
And I know the game plan, and I know so yeah, I sort of knew that like this is going to be about space. There's certain really important characters like Solo to get the defense value of the Falcon up, and that sort of thing becomes really critical. So I happen to have Solo in my opening hand, great. Like even though he's pullable, so
Yeah.
I kind of I did know the game plan. It's sort of a fortunate matchup that way. I'd played a bunch with and against Set Your Course.
Okay, cool. So you've played 4 games now, and you've won 3 of them. Is that correct?
Right.
All right. So how are you feeling about your decks that you've chosen? Do you feel like you've had good matchups, or you like what you're seeing so far?
Yeah, good both. I mean, I like the decks. I've had some good pairings that I've liked. So I've sort of dodged those.
So which side did you lose your 1 game with?
I lost with light side
Okay,
round
so
1 against HDV.
Okay, so you're 2-0 with your dark and 1-1 with your light side.
Yeah,
So yeah, you thinking feeling pretty good about the rest of the way?
I am. Yeah, feeling good. Feeling good. Showed up to have a good time and check out my first tournament. Everything's going exactly to plan. I'm having a blast. I'm meeting people that I've only met online. I'm meeting some people in the community.
Awesome.
Just can't recommend it enough to folks who may be watching and who haven't come to one of these live events. Like, it's awesome. I'm having a blast.
Heck yeah. Well, thanks for sparing a few minutes, and I'll let you. I know the time between rounds isn't too much, so you chill out, do what you got to do, get some food in you, and we'll see you next time,
Awesome.
bro.
Have a good show.
Yep.
The fist bump, handshake,
Fist bump.
collision.
That's what we do. All right. Thanks everybody for catching us. At the end of the 4th game, we're getting to the end of that round. We'll update you with pairings and all that good stuff here in just a few minutes. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.